Vikings, Vikings, Vikings and more. Today I'm going to be doing an episode of Doctor Who Revisited. This is my first episode on Doctor Who Revisited. Vikings, Vikings, Vikings. Can anyone guess what it is? Yes, the more than anticipated Doctor Who Series 9 episode with Ashildr, when we were supposedly supposed to find out who she was. But no, we still had to wait for Faithful Raven and Hellbent, and we still don't know who she is. All we know is that she's got immortality and she's technically a Viking. Yeah, girl who died. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I thought this isn't the worst episode of Doctor Who in the world, but it is on the worst list first, because I'm doing Vikings at history and I just thought it made sense. Okay, so here are my thoughts before I revisit the serial. The story is about when the Doctor and Clara get taken by Vikings, surprisingly enough, and Doctor Who really can't do Vikings, I'm afraid. I mean, who brings in metal monsters for a Viking serial? Vikings, yay! How to do Vikings? Just have the Maya. In some ways, the Maya would have been good in another episode, I would have thought, but they're just metal big heads. And for Ashildr, she's a bit of a... what do you call her? A bit weird. She's not exactly... I wanted her to be Susan so bad. Like, last year I was so let off when Missy wasn't Susan. Like, be Susan! Somebody be Susan! Oh my gosh, I want Susan. If you don't know, William Hartnell is my favourite Doctor. He's amazing. I love him. He's brilliant. He just screams classic Doctor Who. But I do feel like the episode was a bit of a sinkhole in the fact that it's historically inaccurate in the first place. Yeah. Who wants some historically inaccurate Doctor Who episode? Like, that's what Sidney Newman wanted. He wanted it to be historically accurate. And that's where I was so miffed. Because I wanted a historically actually accurate episode of Doctor Who. No, I'm not going to get that, am I? Nope. So that's my thoughts on The Girl Who Died before I revisit it. In a minute, I'm just about to go and put the disc in and watch it. Then I'm going to give you my new thoughts on it and see if anything has changed. See you in a bit. Okay, so that made a bit of a difference. But was it a difference in the right direction or the wrong direction? I remembered after rewatching this that Peter Capaldi's storyline was explained. The one who saved the lives. What a wasted opportunity. I was hoping that the Doctor had somehow taken his form after finding its face. A bit like Romana did. Like, a bit like, you know how she got the face of that queen. Romana did. I was hoping that he had got his face like that a bit. But no! It's all because he wanted a reminder to himself. I don't like that at all. That's a bit of a wasted opportunity. And... oh, hello, darling. What are you doing? Are you going to... okay, you go enjoy your time then. Yeah. And then the Ashildr storyline. Another wasted opportunity, in my opinion. As Ashildr is just like, you back again? You're back again, okay. Have you changed your external dimensions? Yes, you have. You've changed your external dimensions. Okay. Anyway, again, that's another wasted opportunity on Ashildr's storyline. Oh my gosh, it has so much potential! Susan, I want you back! Susan, I want you back! Like, there could be an amazing scene where the Doctor meets up with Susan again, and she just screams, Grandfather? Grandfather? Is that you? And that scene in the trailer where she said, what took you so long, old man? I'm just like, it's Susan! It's Susan! And then what? She's immortal? Oh my god, is she going to be the next Captain Jack Harkness? I fear so. Yeah. At least Captain Harkness was actually a pretty good character. But they don't need to reuse his storyline. It's a bit of a boring thing. The Maya are an interesting villain, but are wasted in the story, in my opinion. Which is a bit of an annoyance. I would have liked to have seen them a bit more. But no, we don't get to see them a bit more. It's a bit, I hope they come back and actually pose as a proper villain. Like, maybe we can have an actual historical episode that's actually historically accurate and teaches the younger viewers about history, because that was the main idea of the show back in 1963. He wanted it to be an educational show throughout, and the Daleks kind of changed it. With the Daleks, it's a bit, yeah. And the whole idea of the farmers and the fishermen is a bit of a lazy one. I would have personally liked to see more of the Viking warriors and lose the helmets. Like, I was in my history lesson. We would claim this true or false game, and they said, my teacher said, did the Vikings have horns on their head, on their helmets? And everyone stood up except me, because standing up was true and sitting down was false. And I was the only one that got it. Well, apart from there was a few others as well. And Vikings are amazing. And the Doctor and Vikings are, like, the Doctor has a very interesting relationship with Vikings. Very interesting. I think I would have liked to see more of that, of him being Mr. Grumpy. I like Mr. Grumpy. I like that. You know, what we should have. I know this came out recently. It's a Doctor Who Mr. Met theories. Like, we have Mr. 12 or something like that. But yeah, that's my thoughts after revisiting it. The plot, God help us, that plot was lazy, poor and annoying. I don't know where they were going with that at all. I did not like that plot at all. It was a bit lousy and a shame, really. What I want is proper Doctor Who, and I hope they give us a good episode next year for Series 10. If Pearl Mackie's a good character, I don't know, she might ruin it. But anyway, that's it from this first episode of Doctor Who Revisited. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And he will not enslave you again. He will not enslave you. I know he enslaved everyone else from last week. Don't enslave people. So yeah.